Hey, welcome to my Platinum walkthrough for Hellisus. Yeah, this will be a 400% Platinum guide. We're going to do everything required for Platinum in a optimal fashion as well. Got text guide linked in description and there'll be no edits along here, but showing the full gameplay guides from start to finish. Now when it comes to 100%, remember this is for Platinum. There's going to be a few things I'm going to be missing, so if you're following this for like 100% in terms of collecting every single thing in the game, this will not be that. So I might avoid certain files or certain documents because they're off the beaten path and not required for anything. Yes, I might leave them, so just bear this in mind. Remember, this is a walkthrough, so you're following me, so you want to get full Platinum without any problems. There's a lot of missables, but yeah, following this should all go through without a hitch, hopefully. Like I say, text guide if you need it, which I'll kind of update as we go along. So my settings, yeah, just getting all these ready for pick what works for you. And my brightness, yes, I turn it up to full just because it looks better when the video comes out. Of course, you probably don't want it that bright when you're playing yourself, but just works when you're recording and uploading. Yeah, so all the puzzles, a lot of them, I'm not going to be collecting the documents and files which you need in order to figure out the solution. So if you want to figure out the solutions yourself, of course, you're probably going to have to avoid watching a walkthrough. I mean, that's the whole reason of a walkthrough, to find out where things are and whatnot. So yeah, if you want to work things out yourself, guys, you are going to have to probably get things I don't collect. A lot of the puzzles I'm going to be showing you a solution, and we're going to be skipping all the build up to figuring that out, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll be defeating all the enemies and stuff along the way. The way some of the enemies work, you have to defeat all the enemies in an area, but when you warp away and come back, if you haven't taken out a time loop, then all the enemies respawn. So you'd have to kill them all again, because there's a trophy where you have to complete every time loop, but also get rid of every enemy, so stop spawning. But like I say, they do not stop spawning until you close a time loop. So I'm going to try to close the time loops. I'll first pass through that area, so you're not having to kill the same enemies over and over. It's going to kind of work out in the first area, but we'll see how that goes as we progress. So yes, when you first get control, I'll try to slow down the video as well on collectibles, just so you can see what I collected. I'm not just going to grab it, cancel the screen and run away. So this is your first one, guys, at the waterfall. Just spin around when you drop down and grab that gold medallion. That's a research item. Yeah, the research items, you need all of them. So grab that gold medallion to begin with. Then you want to follow the kind of like forest path all the way to the house at the end. Yes, remember, I might miss a few things. In my text guide, I have kind of missed things which I avoid. So if you look through there, you might find, the documents nearby, which I didn't necessarily collect in the video. But you can see on the text guide that there's a document nearby, for example. So you want to come down in cellar, open the gate. Now on the right will be a recording, Articus phone call. Yeah, if there's a collectible on the way, even if it's not needed, if it's on my path, I will probably collect it. So like I say, if it's not on my path and it's not needed, I'm not going to bother going. Yeah, talk to this dude next, the elderly farmer, aka, yes, Caddell. Yes, Ernest. Talk to him, exhaust all the dialogue on the left, and you'll get that key, the key to Caddell farm. Yes, when it comes to dialogue for NPCs, always make sure you go through all the dialogue on the left. The dialogue on the right is optional, just a bit of general knowledge if you want to look at that. But yeah, always go through dialogue on the left as you see me do. Yes, you get that Caddell farm key, and you'll also unlock a new location, but you can't travel there yet because we need to get the key to the APC. So unlock this gate with that key we just got. Now, it's quite tricky to explain where these ruins are of this next item, but when you leave the farm, keep to the left. Yeah, just follow the boundary wall on the left, as you see me doing. So yeah, just follow the boundary wall on the left, all the way around clockwise, and you'll eventually come to this ruins. And in this ruins, guys, in the back room is a collectible. There it is. So research item, scorched bell. Like I say, you need all these research items. So that's a scorched bell. Now again, continue going clockwise, but keep to the left boundary. Yeah, just follow that left wall around. I did try to think how can I explain where that ruins are and how to get back onto the main path, and this just seemed to be the best way. Go clockwise, but keep to the left boundary. That's it. Get to wind chimes, you'll go past that tractor. Yeah, take the path behind the tractor, guys, and follow the mountain path, and you'll eventually get to this APC. It's locked at the moment, but yeah, talk to this wounded soldier behind it.
You found me.
Yes, talk to him and exhaust all the dialogue on the left. There's a trophy, by the way, for talking to every NPC, all the main ones with actual dialogue options. So talk to him, pick all the options on the left, and then come this mountain path next. So there's going to be a few collectibles up here I'm not going to bother getting because they're not needed. For example, there's one down below on the left, which I avoided. Yeah, so come up this path, you're following the X's on the lamppost. Remember, X marks the spot. Right, and once you get to this kind of like a little fork, yeah, just near where you get to the top of the hill. So you can go left, it'll lead you to a document which you don't actually need. Grab it if you want to. Yeah, you want to come forward up the hill, then go left, and again, keep following the boundary wall on the left. You'll go past these picnic benches, carry on past them. Again, keeping left, guys. Yeah, it's quite a maze around here, so many paths. This just seems to be the best way. So keep going left, and eventually you'll come to like a small path going up a hill. There it is. Come up here, it'll take you to a dead end, but there's a key we want. So grab that rusted key. That's needed to complete a mystery. You have to complete all the mysteries and all the good deeds for a trophy. Yeah, Caddell family treasure. So you can get a load of documents. We give you a hint about the key, a hint to the other location. And yeah, you don't actually need the hints. You just got to get a key and open the actual box. So come this tent, guys. Grab the OMSIF medikit. Grab a research item, vial of strange substance, and I'm going to grab that document as well, field research. So you make sure you grab the medikit, make sure you grab that research item, the vial of strange substance, and come down this cave at the back. Now carefully watch what I'm doing here. So the code for this, what I do first is dial 1. Yeah, the first dial, you want to go down 4 times, second dial, down 3 times, third dial, up 3 times, and dial 4 down 3 times. You basically want the same icons I've got there, same symbols. It's quite hard to explain what each symbol is, so just pause my screen if you want to. The last one is going to be an eye, because as soon as you put the last one into place, it'll open automatically. And get a trophy, guys, Vault Raider. You normally can't open them till the end of the game when you get a solution, but of course if you know the solution, you can open it early. So grab the glyph, get the letter, get the second glyph, get the second letter, third glyph, fourth glyph, yep, get that amine prism sigma, and grab the tome, guys. So make sure you grabbed all those items, double check to make sure you haven't missed anything. Good thing about this game is it's quite easy to see loot in the world. You know, it's nice and bright, which makes a change. Right, so once you've got them, we're going to come over here. It's quite hard to explain where this is. So you see where their tent is, and I've kind of gone across from the tent and through this clearing, and so you come to like a little fork. The tent is through there. You can see that light, and I'm going to come down here. There'll be a little ledge you can drop down. So you want to drop down here, you'll find a little stack of bluestones, and this is where there's like a small box. You're going to use that rusted key to open it, and this will complete a mystery, guys. We get a trophy, amateur detective. So that's one of the mysteries completed. Yes, and you get a bracelet of ecstasy as well. You see there, which completed a mystery, the Caddell family treasure. So there's 2 hints you can get for that, but you don't actually need them to complete it. So trophies for completing the mystery. That's not a trophy for getting every single document in the game. Luckily, because that would be a lot of documents. So now we're going to go back down to the APC, the wounded soldier. We're going to give him the medikit. And he's going to give us a key item we need to complete this next puzzle. Yeah, so you want to open the trade menu, give him the medikit. I don't know why they're called medkits. I just keep wanting to say medikit, or even when I'm doing the text guide, I really want to type medikit down. Yeah, so we'll give the ancient mechanism. Now we're going to climb the 2 ladders behind him. The text guide, by the way, I don't quite have time to go into detail on it with this one, because there's so many games releasing at the same time, so it's kind of more like a platinum checklist, if you will, just to help you keep on track. Yeah, so come up here, guys, use the ancient mechanism on this like little pedestal. Yeah, slot it in there, and then the code you want to put in here. Yeah, so it should be crown on the first one, an eye on the middle, and on the third one will be a pickaxe. That's it. So crown, eye, and pickaxe. That'll open the door at the bottom. They're going to go back down ladders. Just going to drop down there. Yeah, I've got my really strong shoes on, they can take it. Still toe caps. Right, Come all the way down in this like little tomb now. This is the underground ruins. I believe it's actually called in game officially. I think that's the official name for it. So at the bottom, I don't know why it gives you save tutorial now when we've passed one already back at the farm. Yeah, so save there, but it's also a document on this table. You don't necessarily need this document, but like I say, anything on my path, I'm going to pick it up for you. So we'll grab that document, guys, save your game, come in here for some cutscenes. You're finally going to get your first weapon, and it'll be first enemy. So the charge attack just works really well. You can charge your weapon up to like 3 different stages. The first stage is normally enough. The first stage will normally stagger an enemy, and then you can just spam square to knock him out. And getting used to that R1 pulse as well, by the way. Oh yeah, and the code for this, so it's tower, the top from top to bottom, tower, 2 snakes, and fire. So tower, snakes, fire. Yeah, the healing pulse, when you press R1, you know when you've got like the white ring around you, when it's broken up, don't press it. You have to press R1 when the ring is formed. Just keep that in mind. It took me a moment to figure that out. I was pressing it too early. Yeah, you're going to come in here. Yeah, I'm only going to kill enemies which you have to at the moment. Because like I say, when you come back, these are all going to respawn. You're going to have to kill them all over again. Yes, once you climb the ladder, I'm going to grab that item. Yes, that'd be a capacitor. There you go, limbic capacitor, small. Normally when you pick up a consumable, by the way, you normally got like 2 or 3. I mean, originally I did think you get 1. But yeah, after a while I realised they give you more than 1. Yeah, when you pick up a consumable, you normally get 2 or 3. And this document down there as well, on that, just down that ladder we just came up in another cell. I didn't bother getting it, just because it's not really needed. But yes, up here in this cell, guys, you'll find them braces of terror. Just a defense item, we'll grab that. I will be trying to grab most equipment, you know, as long as it's on my path. So we've got to take out this enemy, because we need to open this door. Yeah, normally you can't interact with a door when there's an enemy nearby. So I took him out, open this door, guys, save my game. Yeah, it's that healing pulse, like I say, you need to press R1 when the ring is formed. And if you get damaged or anything like that, it'll get kind of cancelled. So I'm going to run past these next 2 enemies. And another item here. That's another capacitor, a limbic capacitor. Again, it's 1 item, but you've probably got 2 or 3 of those. So open this door next. Yeah, the reason it was inactive for a moment, that prompt, because there's an enemy a bit too close. Yeah, so I've got 6 of them, but I've only like picked up 2 or 3. I think you get 1 when you get your weapon. Yeah, so come in here, go left. Grab that new weapon, the Limbic twin axis. I like to use these because they allow you to get more hits in. They're a bit faster, and so you can build up your Limbic a bit faster. You know, like it's like your mana. When you use your special abilities, it will use mana, or your charge attack, it will use mana. And because his charge attacks are quite good, and you also get your kind of like mana back when you attack enemies as well. Yeah, that's why these twin axes are quite good. Yeah, so grab that item, defeat him, save your game, and then open this door next. That locked door we just went past, we're going to go back down there in a minute, guys, don't worry. Yeah, come in here. Going to have to take out these enemies because there's a door we need to open. Yes, that item I got a moment ago was another limbic capacitor, a small one. Yeah, when you knock out enemies, by the way, make sure you grab the little experience they leave shards. You'll need them to upgrade your weapon later and to level it up. So these 2 enemies, going to have to take these out because there's a door nearby I need to open. Yeah, so we're probably going to have to come back down here later to take out the enemies again. So we could have got that locked door later on, but I just wanted to do it now. You know, so it only takes a few minutes. So yeah, grab that medallion. That's a ram head, Viridian. Going to need that to open that locked door we passed earlier, but we need 1 more yet. Yeah, carry on through here, guys. Open this door. There's be like a little mini boss. Now, if you use your drone ability here, you can just freeze them in place, guys. Charge up a stage 3 charge attack, and pretty much just delete him, like so. Remember, this is on easy difficulty, of course. So he's dead. Grab the experience he leaves. Open this door. Now, once back outside in the trenches, grab that letter on the left. Sabinian superstition. And then loot a soldier. You find a drone bypass single. You get a letter. And you'll get a key to the APC, guys. The key to APC. So now we're going to make our way through the trench. Going to grab this item on the right. It's a letter, but you'll also find a key item, guys, a gold watch. We need that for a mystery later, sorry. Yeah, we need that for a quest later. So grab a gold watch and the letter. Carry along the trench, grab the carrots. and the medikit, small. Save your game if you want to. So I'm not going to take out any enemies here. Like I say, these are all going to respawn later. You're going to have to kill them all again. So I'm going to grab that drone bypass there. Yeah, I think that's 2 or 3 that was. Yeah, carrying up the hill. And you want to grab this other ram's head. There you go, ram head medallion, the crimson one. That's the crimson. You'll also get a letter, ram's head. So once got them. Yes, now we're going to go back down into that little dungeon we're just in, the underground ruins. Now we've got both the medallions, we can open that locked door we passed earlier. Yes, I'm just going to drop down here because this takes me right back to the entrance I just came out of. Yeah, this only takes a few minutes. Like I said, we could have done this a bit later. So we're probably going to have to come back in here and kill all the enemies. But we'll just do it now. Takes a minute or two. Yeah, so it's a few rooms down into the ruins. We're going to put the Viridian medallion on the left side and the Crimson medallion on the right side. You'll know which one because of the shape. Yeah, that's one of them. And then this one. There will be an enemy in here, but there's no need to kill him. You can just avoid him for now, guys. And we'll defeat him later. So I'm just going to run past him and grab the items. So you've got the journal, Queen's Decree, and you've also got a glyph, Recoil. And that'll complete another mystery, Secrets of the Ram. Yeah, them glyphs, by the way, you cannot put them on your weapon until later. Yeah, when you unlock the upgrade person, which will likely be in video 2. But because you're opening all these kind of like doors and puzzle rooms, you're not supposed to open until later in the game when you get a solution. Of course, we're going to have loads of really strong glyphs to use. Right, so now we're going to go to APC. I'm going to go to the next area. Yeah, there is a lot more to explore in this area, but you can't access most of it yet. You'll be able to pass on quite a long way along a path, but then you'll get to a dead end, and you'll not have like the items you need to progress. So it just means you're going to have to go all the way back down there again later. So yeah, if you think I'm skipping anything, it's only because you can't really do anything at the end. You're going to hit like a kind of like stoppage point. You're not going to be able to progress or complete a puzzle yet until later. There's a lot of backtracking in this, but I want to try and keep it to a minimum if I can. So I'm going to knock out that enemy next. And before you open the APC, just loot the soldier. Yeah, Summer fell in his head. A rock fell in his head. Yeah, grab the medikit from him. And then open the APC, guys, with a key. You'll get a trophy. It's mine now. Yes, this is basically your fast travel thing to move from one region to another. And if you look under the seat, there's a little stash under there. So under the seat, grab the module, entropic field, and the APC code sheet. Yes, that code sheet, that's most of the codes for the game. Yeah, believe it or not. I mean, you don't know which is for what, but yeah, you could just potentially just go through them all until you find the one which works. Yeah, I'm going to go to the next area, the cast's marshes. So now in this area, because we can complete the time loop on the first pass through, I am going to be defeating enemies finally. Just make sure between this video and the next, you do not warp back to the forest and back, because when you move between regions, it respawns all the enemies. And if the time loop is not closed, yes, they do respawn. So yeah, when we are trying to defeat enemies, guys, when we're building up towards closing a time loop, do not move between regions until we've done so. Closing the game does not respawn him, it's moving between regions. Right, so we're going to come down here, go left, and grab that research item, a box of bronze acorns. Yeah, research item there, box of bronze acorns. There's an NPC there. We can't really do anything with him yet, so I'm just going to leave him and come back later. Chat with him now if you want to, if you want to make a new acquaintance. But no, we'll come back later once you've got a key item which he needs. Right, I'm going to continue along here, save my game. Now, it's a document on my right. I'm not going to get it, it's not needed, but it's a document on the right if you want it, yeah. Now, I'm going to come along this bridge. Do not drop in the water, by the way, it'll kill you. I found out the hard way. So we're going to kill this enemy first. So again, just like a quick charge attack, guys, and then a combo will normally finish them off. So that's one enemy. Yeah, so I'm going to go the opposite direction. You see that like little hill? There'll be an enemy up here which likes to lob like little arrows at you. There's actually a consumable up here as well. I was going to get it, but then I fell down. and I couldn't really be bothered to go back up. So yeah, see that consumable just on the left? Grab that if you want to first. But I'm not going to bother now. I was going to get it, but like I said, he made me fall down, so I'm just going to leave it. So yeah, take him out next. So that's the second enemy in this area. Right, now we're going to come over kind of like in the middle of this small kind of like piece of land where we are. And you'll find that letter. I'm only getting that letter because I came over here to take out 3 enemies. So yeah, take out 3 enemies next. Yeah, so if you killed all the enemies and then left the area and came back, they'd all respawn. And like I say, you've got to kill them all anyway eventually for a trophy. But they'll keep respawning until you close the time loop. So that's what we're going to try and do going forward. Try not to kill enemies unless we're going to close the time loop on that visit to that region. So grab that module, guys, forward to charge. Grab the drone bypass single. And the modules, by the way, for the drones, you can actually open your inventory. Go into your drone menu. Yes, and you can assign them. Yes, so you get like new attacks you can do with the drone, new abilities. You can also equip them defense items. I think I did that already earlier. I think I just forgot to mention it when I was doing it. So we'll take out this enemy next. And that's it. That'll be the last enemy for this video, I guess. Because there's no others. There are more, but up to the save point, that'll be it. So it's going to save your game here, guys. And that'll be it for part 1. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on part 2 tomorrow.